Hello, I am Sarah. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Curious Sunshine, where we talk about play. We talk about playful mindset, what it means to step into playful living, how play is a tool for liberation, and how I use a playful mindset to elevate my life and or get out of sticky situations. Please comment, like, subscribe, share the channel, all that good stuff. And yeah, today we are talking about, get to my notes and put them in front of me. So today we're going to be talking about play coaching, what that looks like as a coach, as a play coach, and my role as a play alchemist, and kind of just that role that I have as the face of Curious Sunshine. So I want to talk about coaching because I feel like that's a big part of what I do. And it's also something that kind of a lot of people don't know what it is. Even the clients that I work with, they're like, I didn't really know what this was until we had our first session. So here to share what coaching is, what it isn't, and what that has to do with me being a play alchemist. What even is a play alchemist? What is that? So yeah, here we are. Let's dive into what the heck is coaching. What is coaching? What is coaching? It's not therapy. It's actually, so coaching is something that is anyone can do. And how you choose to nourish that is up to you. I know coaches that have no certification and are great coaches. I know coaches that do have certifications and are great coaches. And I know folks with and without certifications that are not that great. And it really comes down to just knowing how to listen, being present, being genuinely curious about the client that you're talking to, and being willing to help and also challenge the way you think to create better solutions and outcomes for your client. So coaching to me is like pretty much guiding someone and helping them unlock the things that they already know, right? All the answers that we seek are already within us. It just takes, asking the right question, having the right help, having the right guidance to discover it, unlock it, and know what to do with it. And so to me, that's what a coach is. A coach is just someone for you to talk to, plan, set goals with, process your thoughts and your emotions with. And, as a coach, I'm like holding your hand. I'm holding your hand and we're walking through this adventure together. Kind of like a magical Jiminy Cricket Tinkerbell type person that I kind of just show up and I'm like, hey, let's do this. These are some ways we can do it. Or there's a way that right? And really diving into the goals that you set, the things that you aspire for yourself, and really walking with you on the path to doing that, and doing that through actively listening not only to the words you say, how you say the words, your body language too. If you're talking about something you really enjoy, but you're talking like this, and you're not really that excited, then you probably don't really like it. Versus if you're talking about something else and you're talking like this, then I'm going to know that we should celebrate this little moment because your energy looks different. So to be a coach means to really be fully present and go along the adventure with the client. Versus a therapist who, yes, you do have to go to school, get your degree in therapy, right? In psychology. And, there is insurance that's involved and, some regulations and stuff. And, it's very clinical and I love therapy. And I feel like it's two different things. If you really are going through trauma, like fresh trauma, maybe see a therapist before you see a coach, or see a therapist and also a coach. But it's really looking at, like, if you're going through extreme emotions, extreme challenges, to definitely go see a therapist, or see a therapist in tandem with a coach, or kind of like your best friend, like Jiminy Cricket thing, versus a therapist is like clinically trained to help with various mental and emotional problems. So that's what it is. That's what it isn't. I do not have a HIPAA. I do not do the insurance thing. It's more on your own volition. You come talk to me. We talk. We figure out some game plans for making your dreams come true. And then when you're ready to set goals on how to elevate your life, coach is perfect. Again, this is my opinion. There could be coaches on here that say other stuff, but from how I view it is like, I'm like your friend. A friend with a certificate in coaching. So what makes my style different is that we do still do a lot of the things that a life coach or a holistic life coach would do. We're looking at all aspects of your life, figuring out where there's fulfillment, where there isn't fulfillment, and figuring out how we can make your life more fulfilling as a whole. And I do this through play. So we look at where there is room for improvement, or where there is this room for change, or looking at the direction you want to go in. And then I dive into how we can be playful. And that involves really diving into how my clients play individually, right? If they find playfulness in painting versus writing versus dancing, the coaching sessions are going to look different, because I'm going to be meeting them where their play style's at. And we'll dive into play styles, I think, in the next video, in a very near future video. So we look at our life through this lens of playfulness, and I challenge my clients to take bold steps out of their comfort zone to get what they want. And, we look at these. I use lots of metaphors. I use lots of imagery. I also have experience in clowning, so I use some of the lessons I learned while practicing and learning about sacred clowning, and I use those as tools as well. So I do have this sense of like, let's go on this adventure. It's going to be a whimsical adventure. What does that look like for you? What does your whimsy look like for you? And then we dive into that. And it is unconventional, and it can get weird. And I think that is more than okay. We dive into and really emphasize the idea of innovative thinking and really thinking outside of the box. There's no such thing as I can't. It's more of how can I? What are the ways that I can attain this thing and make it happen? So we really focus on that when I do coaching. And what does that have to do with Play Alchemist? So, Play Alchemy. So I consider myself a Play Alchemist because I take the things that we experience, the mundane, the heavy, the challenging, and I alchemize them into playfulness, to playful thinking, to avenues of fun and imagination and innovation. What I mean by alchemy, without getting too whisked up into the craziness that alchemy can have. The base definition is turning base metals or things that are seemingly useless into gold, into the philosopher's stone that has magical powers, right? And so the whole, I say play alchemist because I take these base metals, the lead, right? The things that are seemingly mundane and boring and stagnant. And we go through this alchemical process, which is the Curious Sunshine methodology, to then create this gold, which are these playful avenues of exploration. And so I do that with my life. I do that. I help my clients do that with their life. And also using this as like energy, right? The alchemical process is as much of a spiritual and energetic journey as it is a like physical journey. So yeah, play alchemy. We're alchemizing the boring and mundane and the status quo into opportunities of playfulness and innovation. And also, um, when we think of the term alchemist, there's this magical, mystical air to it. I love it. I love all of that stuff. I love magic. I love fairies. I love, diving into, extraterrestrial life, all that fun pseudoscience, fringe stuff. I love it. And so it only makes sense that I show up as this whimsical wizard or whimsical witch, fairy, pirate of fun as the play alchemist. So that's how I show up. I don't want to be just not just another coach. I feel like all coaches are important. But I don't want to just show up as like, I want to show up as a magical being in your life. I think that's it. Like, I want to show up, be this magical being, show you that anything's possible. We set the steps and we actualize the things that you felt were impossible. And I think that's what is the main goal that I'm here to help accomplish as a play coach, as a holistic play coach, as a play alchemist, as a holistic life coach, whatever title you want to add to the title. Whatever title you want to add to it, the whole point of me loving what I do and working so hard to do it is to help accomplish and actualize the things that we tell ourselves aren't possible by people who that aren't us. Like, how are you gonna tell me I can't do this thing? And you're not even me. You're not living my life. You don't have my passions, my determination, my knowledge, right? You don't know what I'm divinely led to do. So you can't tell me what I can and can't do, right? And so my goal is to say, yeah, you're right. So what do you want to do? And what steps do we need to create so you do them? Let's make the impossible possible, right? Let's make that dream that you have of your life and your goals a reality. Someone has to believe in the unconventional and the innovative ideas, and I'm that. And I'm that for you. So, I mean, in a nutshell, that's pretty much what I mean by playful coaching, holistic play coaching. I'm here to help you shake up your life in the best way and help you, give you the tools to navigate that and to help others do the same. So yeah, if you are curious on, I know this was very much like coaching, serious stuff in business. Not all the videos are going to be this. Some are going to be fun. But if you are interested and you want to learn more, I do offer 30-minute imagination sessions where we get together and I learn more about you and we talk about what play looks like in your life. So feel free to do that. There's also a Play Alchemy quiz on my Curious Sunshine website that shows you how you play and how you can use this as leverage in your life. So yeah, I think that's great. Yeah, if you want to beef it up, let's connect. Thank you for watching and thanks for playing.